guys, it's Mel Wakeman here. I want to talk to you about the alkaline diet. It's day 14 of my diet myth busting and I feel like I'm going to be the bearer of bad news. I know that there are lots of people out there that follow the alkaline diet, that believe they're much better on it, that they're protecting their long-term health or managing chronic conditions. Now, just to explain, the alkaline diet follows the premise that by reducing acidic or acidic forming foods in your diet and boosting the number of alkali or alkali forming foods in your diet, you can protect your body against cancer, reduce your risk of heart disease, for example. Now, I genuinely think that probably the way that somebody might feel better on an alkaline diet is simply because you're eating more natural foods and more nourishing foods, okay? I'm going to explain why the alkaline diet is probably not working the way that you think it's working, all right? Now, did you go to school and learn about the pH scale in biology or chemistry? So the pH scale, here's one I drew earlier, runs from 1 to 14 when you did chemistry, okay? Physiologically, in the human body, we have a much smaller window. So we've got to aim to keep our body, and this is our blood and our tissues, between 7.35 and 7.45. So anything below 7.35 is acidic and anything above 7.45 is alkali. Now, our blood pH is tightly regulated. It has to be to keep it within that window. And we will use things like buffers in our blood. We'll use our lungs, so our breathing rate might change. We'll use our kidneys to help regulate our blood pH and keep it within that narrow window, because that's where we feel healthy and happy. And let's face it, we're going to stay alive that way, okay? Now, there may be times where you experience prolonged exercise or you're sick, you've got vomiting or diarrhea. That can cause your blood pH to change. That's the point at which we bring in mechanisms to restore it back to keep it within that window. If you get pretty poorly and your body starts to struggle to keep it within that window, you can develop a condition called metabolic or respiratory alkalosis or acidosis, okay? If your body gets to that point, you're at risk of becoming brown bread, okay? That becomes very serious. At that point, you need to get to a hospital. A glass of greens is not going to help you at that point, okay? Now, much as people think that diet can have an influence, you can't walk around in an acidic state, as a lot of clean eaters believe, okay? Because of these mechanisms that we put into place. And I think the people that believe that cancer is caused by our bodies being too acidic is actually really irresponsible and very unethical. It just doesn't work like that, okay? That's not how cancer works. Sure, a poor diet can increase our risk of certain types of cancers, but it's not through its effects on our pH, okay? So drinking alkaline water and eating shed loads of kale isn't going to neutralise your blood pH and help prevent long-term disease, okay? So the bottom line is, no, you can't change your body's pH through diet, okay? So just eat real food and get more of the natural stuff. Thanks very much, guys. I'll see you next time.